You wish the very best for your people. You try to shield them from harm. But in the end, all you can do is pray that your care won't be the thing that brings them to ruin.
So these after images, Merlin was the one who created Saras?
That has been my suspicion from the moment we set foot here. This place hums with magic, but it isn't the weirdness. I only needed proof. I just didn't expect it to come through Merlin's own memories.
You know, now that I think about it, it does make sense that a lot of the drops here are magic-based then. What about Merlin? It seems he didn't quite follow your orders.
He did, just in his own way. He had a habit of doing that. I told him to sink the ships, and he did. But he also saved Nimue and the rebels because he wished to. And if that act gave rise to this whole kingdom around us, well, perhaps it turned out for the best. For Saras and its people. Though I wonder what fate awaits them when we need to reclaim the fleet for Avalon. When that time comes, I trust you'll make the right choice.
You knew it was doomed, and yet you ordered them ships?
It seems I did. Though I can't fully explain why. I'm still not entirely myself. But I can understand it. In wartime, showing mercy to deserters wasn't a luxury I could afford. The war was nearing its end, true, but we still couldn't risk losing a single sword. By letting some sail and sinking the rest, I prevented more from fleeing, and, in a way, proved that I respected my people's choices, no matter the cost.
Hmm. $195.
Toplander. This one is glad that you might witness this epochal work. The folk of Tumbo departed into the bosom of the Lord of the Depths, and this one absorbed their knowledge. So much knowledge.
So you killed these people?
It was destiny, and destiny must not be denied. Had this one not carried out the slaughter, some other gatherer of knowledge would have done so. Only one who has amassed sufficiently great knowledge may attempt to seize it from others. This one was ready to submit to the trial.
You killed Ryuko, so you have no way to enter. Perhaps you did not think that through.
Ryuko is of no consequence. Ryuko was only the voice of Echo, who set the law of gathering knowledge. The archive itself will decide whether one has gathered enough knowledge and is worthy to cross the threshold. This one is convinced that he will prove worthy.
Alright, well, I'm gonna kill you.
This one expected that a hot-blooded Toplander might react thus. This one will gladly accept the Toplander's challenge and seize the Toplander's knowledge.
Yep.
After the Toplander, who has already visited the archive, is defeated, the path to infinite knowledge will be open for this one. Let us fight.
I'm stuck. Receiving melee damage returns 30% physical damage back to the attacker. It's cool looking. Cool.
Welcome, child of the surface. Everyone is ready to play. Thanks to you. But tell me, are you ready? From where you're headed, there is no return. You will go back to the surface. And we will face the consequences of what is decided in Lady Nimwe's chamber.
What will happen?
The melody of the organ will resonate through all of Saras, carrying the promise of change. Its sound will awaken our captain, Lear, the one charged with Lady Nimwe's protection, the one who calls to you, and to him, within you.
Anything I should know before I meet Captain Lear?
I can't tell you more than what you'll learn from Apps and Ercol. I served under him when he was still in his prime, but I wasn't there for his downfall. All I know is that little remains of the Captain Lear I once knew. Nothing human, at least. One way or another, you'll have to face him. It's the only path to Lady Nimwe's chamber. Of course, child of the surface. I knew it was you. And you, King Arthur. You who, believing you doomed us, became the reason this realm was born. You who granted us both the grace and the curse of eternal life. All of this is your doing, Arthur.
You think Nimue was calling for Arthur?
I would not presume to guess at Lady Nimwe's intentions, but I believe you will find the answers you seek, if you are willing to ask them yourself. This is why I gathered the remaining organists.
Yeah, was that gratitude or an insult?
You will learn in time. Perhaps we'll meet again. And when we do, I'll have your answer. But that depends on the choice you make in Lady Nimwe's chamber.
I'm ready.
Excellent. Gather, my brothers. It is time to awaken our captain. This sound. Saras has not heard it since the day it was born. It will be glorious.
All right, you guys have fun. Proceeding will make returning to Cyrus impossible. Do you want to continue? Yeah, I'm done. Confront Captain Lear. Yeah, what's up, Matthew? This is the end of the DLC, my friend.
Traitor, it was your command that doomed us to this fate. You were supposed to let us go.
In a way, you did leave, and you even forged a kingdom of your own.
And for that, I should thank you. Saras is no blessing. It is a curse. You saw what became of my entire crew. Before we made Saras our home, we drowned it in blood. We fled one war, only to fight another. We helped conquer Avalon, only to be forced to fight again for our existence. That is not what we wanted when we left those shores.
Saras is not safer than Avalon. The weirdness and the Red Deaths still dominate.
So in a way, we are avenged. But do not think that such news will change my resolve. Saras is as the Lord of the Seas made it. Not Merlin, not Arthur. Glory to Lady Nimue and her endless wisdom for allowing me to fall into slumber. Were it not for her, I would have convinced the twins to release me to the surface centuries ago. And there I would have found you, Arthur, the traitor. I would have destroyed everything you left behind. I would have shattered every fragment of you and erased your presence from history. Just as you erased us.
It may not have been what you wanted, but you survived and gained immortality.
Immortality is not life, mortal. The one you carry within you should know this well. His decision condemned us all. Even if our doom was stretched across the endless span of time.
But if you reached the shores of the homeland and found them ruined, where would you place your blame?
Do not dare mock me, traitor. A homeland may be ruined, but at least it would still be a home. If we had to spill blood, better that it be the blood of red death husks than that of innocent, otherworldly, sentient beings. And if you don't understand that distinction, then your soul is lost, without a chance for redemption.
King Arthur gave you the ships. It was Merlin who sealed them.
A traitor shielding another traitor. What difference does it make who gave the order? And what kind of king is he, who knows not what his servants do? I can feel that traitor stench upon you. And by the almighty Lord of the Seas, I swear, this day you both shall die.
Well, yeah. Merlin sought to save Nimue. I'm sorry that you all paid the price.
I despise your pity. I care nothing for what Merlin desired. If the will of the Lord of the Seas had bound us, I would hate him too. But I know this. Of all the great figures in Saras history, he alone wished us well. Gladly I offer your souls to the glory of the Lord, and your flesh to the dwellers of this realm.
If anyone dies today, it will be you. We must speak with Nimue, and you stand in our way.
No one is permitted to enter Lady Nimue's chambers. I swore to guard her, and I shall keep that oath. Know this, I command the full might of Saras.
What did I get? Captain Lear's Revenge.
I've been wondering when you'd find your way here. Your presence has rippled through all of Saras. Wave after wave after wave. It reminds me of something. Someone. From a long time ago.
Have you been awake this whole time?
Ever since I was sealed here, yes. I couldn't say how long it's been. Tell me, does the war still rage on?
It ended nearly 600 years ago.
600 years? Huh. It feels twice as long, to be honest. Still, if you're here, I suppose we won. Though I shudder to imagine the cost. At least the new children of Avalon don't have to live in fear. Tell me, how is life on the surface now?
We're struggling. The weirdness is back. And the entire land is in a state of disarray.
Gods. Nothing ever changes in that cursed place. I thought the Menhirs would hold at least one peril at bay. But perhaps nothing good can last there.
How did you know I was here?
I know all the comings and goings of Saras. I am in every part of these depths, swimming with the floatlings in the Ulcerate, gathering knowledge with the villagers of Tumbo, watching over Lear in his slumber, gazing into the endless dark of the sea. Tell me, what do you think of my little domain? Do you like it?
Find it rather unforgiving.
That I'm not glad to hear. Saras has never known a war like the one that raged on the surface. But I often wonder if my scars run too deep. If my memory of it has infected this place somehow. It was never a burden I meant to share, and yet, it seems I have.
I saw memories of your past.
My troubled youth, you mean? And what? Are you wondering if I regret it now? If I feel I'm paying for my stubbornness, my arrogance, getting drunk on my own power? I'm afraid the truth is less dramatic. I was tired. I'd lost hope. And I wanted no part in Merlin and Arthur's vile practices. They stole our future before our lives even had a chance to begin. At least his betrayal gave me time to rest and to build something of my own. Something better than what we left on the surface.
I saw Merlin's memories too. He sealed you here to save you.
Save me? What do you mean?
According to him and Arthur, the fleet would never have reached the homelands. All of you would have died as soon as you left Avalon.
And because of that, he... Am I supposed to be grateful? Thank the great Merlin, wherever he is, for bestowing this honor on us. What kind of logic drove him to that? Everyone died anyway. Just because they didn't rest in peace doesn't mean they're living. I don't understand. If he knew that would happen, why didn't he tell me?
I don't think logic drove him.
That I can believe. Merlin never had qualms about doing terrible things for the people he loved. I prayed he would spare me that fate, spare me the consequences of his love. That's why I tried so hard to be strong, stronger even than him. It was one of the reasons I wanted to run. All my life, I lost and lost and lost. It never ended. I was used to it. But I never wanted him to lose even more of himself because of me.
Did you really think going back to the homelands was a good idea?
Gods, I'm tired of this argument, even after all these years. Merlin said I was too young, that I didn't know the world. And he was right. Of course I didn't. How could I? My world was burning, and I had no hope it would ever stop. I'd had enough suffering, and he wanted me to add to it by lending my power to his abhorrent ideas. He didn't care about the future, only about finding a way to win the war. Did he succeed in the long run? Or has history proven that I was right all along? Aren't you here because the world is on the brink of collapse? It's easy to judge with hindsight. I had no such luxury.
People of Avalon need the fleet again.
History does love its circles, I see. Far be it from me to begrudge anyone wanting to leave these miserable shores, but you do know the fleet is bound to me, don't you? You're asking for my life, and for Saras to fall.
Thought letting people sail back to the homelands was your dream.
It was. The circumstances are different now. What happens on the surface matters little to me. I have my own domain to tend to.
You've been alive for a long time. Don't you want to die?
You don't pull your punches, do you? What I want doesn't really matter here. Saras is bigger than me. But if you truly wish to know, I do not desire death. I'm at peace here already. Yet, I wouldn't mind it either. As you said, I've been alive for a long time. If it were only about me, I wouldn't care either way. But it isn't.
All right, I won't break the seal.
Thank you. I hope you mean that. I never loved Avalon. It gave me life, and then it took everything else. It never felt like home to me. But I know it does for so many. I truly hope things will get better for them one day.
What have you done? This was not meant to be. Saras was meant to be freed, and us along with it. You wanted answers. This is your answer. I curse you, Arthur, for this accursed undeath in this accursed realm. 1,000-fold I curse you. You were meant to free us from this endless agony. If Saras is to remain, then I will make sure you become one with it.
Oil?
The long-awaited change that Josephus and the other denizens of Saras yearned for never came to pass. Those in the sanctuary went on as they always had, tending to their knowledge, raising the Lord's offspring, hidden from the wider world. The sanctuary drifted on in its quiet bubble, peaceful and undisturbed, steady in its ways.
Got its own little credits for the DLC. I don't get to loot? Oh. Still don't understand why sometimes the enemies are just completely invulnerable to damage. Maybe you can't hit them when they're in certain animations or something, but that seems kind of lame. You know, I really enjoyed the DLC, but I am also glad that it's over. I think it was longer than I expected, considering the price, which is, you know, not a bad thing. It's just, you know, you spend like $15 on a DLC and you're like, this isn't going to be that long. It was too weird. It didn't really hit me as weird personally, but then I also very much enjoy Lovecraft and stuff like that. But Lovecraft is very weird to a lot of people. Like, I fully understand that. It's a very niche genre. How do I get out of here? Oh. And while it still had Arthurian connections with like Nimue and everything, there was definitely some noticeable Lovecraftian influence and stuff. Who knocked? Oh man, it has been a hot minute. I'm back, baby. All right. So all of my quests are eastward. I want to go over here and like walk down this way to see what's over here in the shadow, and maybe over in this area. I never fully explored them. I want to come over here. Oh, I forgot picking plants was a thing. Huh. Oh, geez. The Wicker Man. That is a big Wicker Man. Nope. I'm going that way. Definitely something going on in there. Oh. Oh. I need all three to gain entry here. Okay. This is where I actually come at the end of the game. Ah. Okay. Fair. How do I get out of here? Is there an exit in this room? No. Hey, what's up, Eternal? Long time no see, dude. It's been a while. I think I may be stuck. Either that or I'm overlooking something very obvious. Save, and then I'm gonna hit unstuck. Oh, hey, look at that. Okay. Just gonna not explore down there. Go this route. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, and then I can go, like, up there. Good to know that the Wicker Man is there. I need to go there once I get the helmet. Okay. What, you switch to Linux or something? Sounds like a Dwemer golem. May not be wrong. Baka brought a new Windows shell to my attention. That I was unaware of. There's apparently a it's essentially a Windows mod, but it's not really a mod. It's like an alternate OS based on Windows that you can get, where you have to format your computer and install Windows 11 from scratch, and then you install this over the top of it, and it strips like a whole buttload of the Windows crap out and makes it run a lot better. But you still get all the normal Windows benefits out of it. like software support and compatibility and stuff like that. But I've never used it, so I'm unsure. I'll probably try to throw together a crappy computer at work and try to install it on there. See what it does. I say crappy, but like it'll be a half decent machine. It's just not going to be anything like amazing. Like I'm not willing to recommend it to anybody based off of like, what I read online. I want to play with it. Oh! What the hell is this place? This is weird. Taking damage increases ranged critical chance by 99%. Increase physical damage by 100%. Literally in the last physical box in the game.
Well, I did it twice, and then I realized in one area I didn't.
Oh my god.
So I'm just so annoyed.
Your selection requirements are it has to be simple, easy to operate, stable, maintainable, and passingly familiar to a Windows refugee. Well, that's what this other one is. Because it is Windows. It's just Look up Atlas OS. Keep in mind, I haven't done any testing on it, but Baka mentioned it, and I looked it up, and it's essentially you install Windows 11, and then you install this over the top, and it like rips a bunch of it out. So it is Windows. It's just super streamlined. But again, like I said, I haven't done anything with it, so take that with a grain of salt. Increases movement speed multiplier by up to 200% depending on your missing health. Increases your dash counter by 3 when below 25% health. Stamina regeneration +1. Attacks restore 50% stamina. Jester clothing. Huh. Alright. Neat. That was good armor. I don't think I want to wear it, but... Well, that's the thing, is that once you install that over the top of it, it no longer interfaces with Windows updates. It downloads updates from this other place. That's, again, another thing of, like, are they going to stay up to date with the, you know, day one patch issues? Doubt it. But yeah, it would be something I'd want to test, like, long term. Yeah, I don't think Microsoft updates can break it, but I would still want OS updates, so I guess we'll have to see if anything comes of it. But like, it is also an open source operating system, so there's always issues with open source operating systems and their abilities to be compromised because they're open source. There's a bug in there, anybody can look it up, find it, and figure out how to deal with it. Nature of the beast. All right, to the Forlorn Swords.
You're from outside, aren't you? Silly question. You don't look like anyone from the tribes. Tell me, do you know anything about One Eye? Where he's stationed now?
Maybe we should introduce ourselves?
Of course. I'm Olwyn of the Spain tribe, though I don't know if they'll let me keep that name after running away like this. But I don't care. My tribe isn't what it used to be. I doubt anyone's still alive anyway.
What happened to your tribe?
I don't know if I can talk about it. It's still too raw, you know? Something terrible happened. Truly terrible. Our god, the Lord of the Hunt, he got out of wherever he was being kept. And then he did what gods like him do. He hunted. Faithful or not, it didn't matter. There was so much blood.